I'm back. Are you serious? 8 years in prison for hiking? What? Are you serious, Ahmadinejad? What? Is Iran really this cruel? Is the nation of Iran really this absurd? Are radical jihadist Muslims really, really, really this angry with their lives? Can I read this article? I just can't. I'm going to read this article. From Tehran, Iran, 2 American men, this is the Associated Press, were arrested more than 2 years ago while hiking along the Iraqi-Iran border. They have been sentenced to 8 years in prison. Are you serious? For espionage and illegally entering Iran? That's what has been reported by state-run TV out of Iran. The announcement appears to dash the hopes for the immediate release of Shane Bauer and Josh Fatal after Iran's foreign minister suggested earlier this month that the trial could clear the way for their freedom. I mean, this isn't... These young men haven't done anything wrong. Come on. This is getting to be ridiculous. It also could add tensions to the Iranian President Ahmadinejad. Well, God knows we don't want him to have any more tension. We don't want him to feel any pain. God knows we don't want Ahmadinejad to actually be uneasy or be in any discomfort while he keeps 2 American young men who are just hiking along the border of Iraq and Iran. Why are they there? You say, well, what are they doing there? Well, they're hiking. They're enjoying the countryside, the nature. Yes, I don't think I would be hiking in Iraq and Iran. I'd probably go to Yellowstone National Park or somewhere. But what's the crime? What have they done wrong? The Americans, whose final court hearing was 3 weeks ago, deny the charges. They say they were only hiking in the scenic and largely peaceful area of northern Iraq near the Iranian border. Now, the 2 men were detained in July of 2009, along with a 3rd American. It was a young lady by the name of Sarah Shroud. You remember that. She was released in September of 2010 and on a $500,000 bail. And she got to come back to America. She had to pay. Basically, it was $500,000 to get her out of her scrape. She's sick. She was sick, and so they let her go. $500,000. Thank you, Ahmadinejad. Thank you for your compassion. Thank you. $500,000 gets compassion. So how much is it going to cost to get these guys out of this? They just got sentenced to 8 years in prison in an Iranian prison. Can you imagine? Are you serious? 8 years. This is insane. It's wrong. Just wrong. It's wrong. Ahmadinejad, it's wrong. Bauer and Fatal, they're both 29 years old, have been sentenced to 3 years each for illegal entry into the great land of Iran. It's such a great country. Iran. If you enter illegally, you get 3 years in prison. Well, in America, they're coming over the border by the millions. But in Iran, it's such a very, very powerful country. We have such a... Your people hate you. They were protesting in the streets 18 months ago when you rigged the election. And then what did you do? You had your army shoot them in the head. You had them shoot them right in the street. Blood in the street. You're no different, Ahmadinejad, than Assad of Syria. Or Gaddafi of Libya. Or Stalin was in Russia. Or Fidel Castro in Cuba. Or Chavez in Venezuela. There's no difference in you guys. Saleh in Yemen. "'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus, just to trust him at his word. I'm trying. I'm trying to look at it from Ahmadinejad's standpoint. And you know what I see? I see corruption. I see evil. I see a man who sticks his fist in the face of Jerusalem. 7 different times he's recorded saying he wants to blow Jerusalem off the face of the map. Are you serious? You know what? What's amazing to me is I pray for the President of the United States, Barack Obama. But I remember when he was running for president, he said that maybe we should do a sit down and have tea with Ahmadinejad of Iran. How are you going to have tea with a guy that throws 2 young men into prison for 8 years just because they were hiking along the border and got lost? Anyway, they got 3 years each for illegally entering the country of Iran. Such a terrible crime. And 5 years for spying on behalf of the United States of America. Can I tell you something, Ahmadinejad? Can I please say this to you? Are you watching? We don't need to send 2 hikers across the border to see what you're doing. We got drones and planes and satellites. We know exactly what you're doing. You know what? I'm done. I'm done. Because I feel sorry for these young men. I feel anger for these young men. I feel compassion for them, their family. I just can't understand. And there's no outrage on the American mass media. So I'm done. I'm going to go take a walk. Is that okay? Let's go sing that song, "'Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus, just to trust him at his word." Or I might sing, "Blessed assurance, Jesus is mine. Oh, what a foretaste of his glory divine." I don't know. That's how frustrated I am. I can't even sing it right. Because I'm that frustrated. Because there's 2 young men going to prison. Are you saved? You got to understand, we're in perilous times right now. This is the kind of ridiculous evil that's in the world. The same guy that's locking these 2 young men up for 8 years in some Iranian prison, it's the same guy that says he wants to blow Jerusalem off the face of the map. That's the same guy that's building a nuclear power plant by the help of the Russians. Do we have a picture of... Can I get out of the way? Is there a picture there of Putin and Ahmadinejad together? Can you see that?